coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
You dig? Merry Christmas, everybody. I know this is Christmas Eve. You dig? But I just wanted to come on here, man, and let y'all know, man, big love, big love, big love, man. I hope all of y'all have a beautiful Christmas. I hope all of y'all feel like you blessed to be out here with your family, your loved ones, your friends, everybody, man, that you care about, that you can fellowship with and congregate with during these holiday seasons, man. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. And big shout out to all of the people that's incarcerated, because let me tell you something. Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and all other holidays are vastly when you locked up, man. Which reminds me of, you know, seeing, I have been locked down probably, in 33 years, I've probably been locked down on Christmas probably double-digit numbers. Double digits, over 10, at least over 10, maybe more than that, man. You know, locked in your cell, you know, on these holidays, man, and these be visiting days, you know, where the police got to come to your cell and handcuff you and walk you over to the visiting room if you get a visit. You understand? And I've been locked down on Christmas days where, you know, the visits are suspended. They ain't letting nobody in because of what has happened on the institution, right? So I can remember this particular time right here. I think I want to say it's around 10 or 11, maybe 10 or 11, 2010, 2011, up in the mountains, man, Wallace Ridge, you know, Redneck City. I can remember being up there, man, on Christmas Eve, and these jokers, the blood dudes was you know, taking over the phones, the showers, all of this type of stuff, charging dudes to use the phone, use the shower. So what you got to understand is, like, on holidays like this, especially on Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day, the phones are very, very important, man. People trying to reach out to their loved ones, people going through what they're going through. They feeling, you know what I'm saying, you know, all the depression of not being at home, or being around a bunch of hate, not being around the people you love. You're thinking in your mind about the vision of your people, you know, eating good food and laughing, and, you know what I'm saying, you missing them, your kids, your parents, your siblings, you know, and you thinking about that, and you looking around you, and you see all this misery and gloom, and man, it's a crazy, crazy feeling that you really can't put into words. So dudes be trying to get on that phone, man, because they be feeling a certain type of way. Sometimes dudes get on the phone and it, you know what I'm saying, it break them down and make them feel even more sadder. Sometimes dudes get on the phone and it give them, you know what I'm saying, give them a little boost. You know what I'm saying? At least they can talk to their people. At least they can hear their voices and know that they all right and having a good time. And you know, dudes be like, man, you know, eat some food for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll get such a hug for me. Whatever the case may be. This is how you be feeling on these days. But the depression in there is real during these holiday seasons. So dudes want that phone, man. And then when you got dudes, now you got these blood dudes, they trying to charge extra money to use the phone because of holiday. So they know dudes want to get on that phone. So they trying to tell you, man, you got to pay such to use this phone, man. This is blood phone, man. That's a crip phone, man. I mean, ain't nobody trying to hurt it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't even apply to me. You know what I'm saying? That's my good word. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying, I'm King Kong or nothing, but I'm gonna use the phone if I got to use that phone. And if you get in the way, then I'm gonna get you out the way. You know what I'm saying? But I understood where I was at. I understood the dynamics. I understood the power play. You know what I'm saying? They got numbers and they doing what they doing. But even during this time, even these gang members understood that old timers, meaning the dudes that's been down a long time, put in some work, got a name. No, they know they're going to get more problems than they're worth. Because like I told you, I don't care who you is, gangster, killer, gang member, whatever. Nobody want to, you know, take that ride to the upper room. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really want to send nobody to the upper room because both of those is a lose-lose. You did? It's a lose-lose. So when you know you dealing with something, it's just like seeing a lion in the jungle. You know I'm hungry, but I'm not gonna run up on this lion because I know it's do or die. You know what I'm saying? Why not just go ahead and go at this, you know what I'm saying, this deer? You did where my chances are better. So that's how that play out in the penitentiary. So, but a lot of times, these youngins, man, these gang members are youngins, they miscalculate. So they all out there on post. I wasn't even gonna come out on this day. I'm telling you, I really wasn't gonna come out because, like I say, I know how to move in the penitentiary. I'm not gonna actually invite trouble to me. Now, if I had it in my mind that there's some people that I want to call or whatever, then I'm gonna go do what I gotta do or come out there and use the phone. But I knew what the situation was. I knew it was gonna be hectic. I knew this. I know that. I've been locked up long enough to know that, you know what I'm saying? And my people know I may not call, I may call. It all depends on how I feel. It depends on my situation. It depends on what's going on around me. And it ain't got nothing to do with no gang or nothing like that. It's just, I be in my head, you know what I'm saying, during these times. You know, and most of the time, like, I'm going to get a visit anyway. But when I'm up in the mountains, I'm not expecting my people to come see me because I have told them not to come see me up here in these mountains because I ain't want them dealing with what's going on over there in that visit room and they disrespect my people. And then I mess around and do something where, you know, it's going to be irreversible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm already in Wallace Ridge mode where I don't get on the phone like that. I don't expect no visits. I'm in lock mode where I'm just trying to get up off of here. Stay out of all incidents. Get up off of this hill. I'm trying to get up off of Hillbilly Hill by any means necessary. So I'm ducking all smoke that I can duck. All smoke, all confrontation, everything that I can do to try to get up off of here. Which was very, 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 very difficult, I might add. So, I came out though because I'm just sitting in the block. I think me and my homeboy, big old legs, man, my big homie. I was gonna play chess, and we playing chess, but we seeing the moves, we seeing the tension, we seeing how, you know what I'm saying, dudes is walking around and they clutching and putting their little hands in their pocket. And you can tell if the vibe because they keep looking up at the booth to make sure that, you know, the CO ain't around in case they got, you know, somebody pop off. At first, I started getting the vibe like they getting ready to pull a move on somebody because I could tell the way dudes is moving. I'm like, they getting ready to pull a move out here, man. I shouldn't even came up out this joke. Big John, me and Big John, the homie. And showing up, but they got a couple of dudes over there on post. And these dudes is like holding the phone. Ain't even using the phone, dog. That's what be so crazy. They not even using, they just holding it. To make sure can't nobody else use it because they trying to, you know what I'm saying, they trying to get some money. So man, I remember the little youngin. I think he was from I think he might have been from the you know what I'm saying? And he goes over there to try to use his phone, and dude's just standing by the phone. He ain't got the phone, but he got the phone off the hook, turned upside down. So he like, man, I'm trying to get on the phone. And dude like, nah, you know, mind using the phone on this joint right here unless you got such. He was like, man, look, man, I got to use the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? You got all they do, y'all standing right here by the phone. I need to use the phone. He was like, nah, so. But dude, a little dude, like he a little dude. So Youngin just said, man, man, y'all tripping. So he come across the joint, look up at the booth, see the people ain't right there, go across the joint, go to grab the phone. And dude step in front of the phone like he trying to grab the phone while he trying to grab the phone. And the next thing you know, he pushed him. And when he pushed him, he popped off. Hit it, bing, bing. He fall up against the joint. He come right back swinging. So they swinging at each other. Then that's when she heard it. Skit, skit, skit. All of them come running over there. 2 or 3 of them running over there. So he squaring off. But then you got a couple of Richmond dudes. They shoot to the joint. I think the joint was already playing like, look, if these jokers try to keep us away from the phone, man, hey, man, we gonna ride. We gonna stand up. We gonna do what we gotta do. So, man, next thing you know, man, you got 6, 7 dudes just swinging and scrapping, right? So I'm looking around, Big John looking around like, man, we just folded a little chest joint up. And John said, man, I'm going on by the field. Because we trying to get by your dope. You better get by your dope. When you own places like Wallace Ridge, Red Onion, Sussex 2, Sussex 1, River North, You know what I'm saying? These jokes where they popping these jokes. If these mamas get to wrecking and they get to doing what they doing, you better get by your dope. That's the best place for you to be. Because once they start shooting and they start busting them doors open and them dogs come in and they spraying that mace and you got to lay down, you want to be laid down by yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can be. You want to be laid down by yourself the closest you can be. Because everything in the middle of that flow, man, that mace and that pepper spray, all that stuff gonna be all up in your nostrils. The dog gonna be walking all around your head, and you can't move, or they ready to pop you. You know what I'm saying? You got the people up there in the tower just taking target practice. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I can't wait to shoot a ninja. You know what I'm saying? And so you move or anything, they gonna bust you. You know what I'm saying? So I go over by my door. At the time, I sleep in the first cell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think I was in the cell with the Obama Sahid. You know what I'm saying? So I go over by the first joint. And he ain't even come out, old nervous pervs. But I go over by my door. I get by my door, Big John by his door, right? So we waiting. They scrapping. I see the head blood dude. He ain't doing nothing. He just telling like, get him. Go. He just calling shots. More of them run over there. So now they outnumber them. It's about maybe four Richmond dudes, but it's about 7 or 8 blood dudes, and they all scrapping. They all up on the wall, all by the phone. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really doing no real damage. And then one of them pulled one of them junks out. But it's a little jump, but you could tell he got the jump because he just running back behind each one of the dudes is fighting. He run over here and he just poking them. You know what I'm saying? So dudes, So when all of that holler start and you heard the skirt, here come the white boy, the big old hillbilly, half-breed, inbreed, tobacco chewing. And chewing gum at the same time. Good guggle mugger, man. That chewing gum on this side, tobacco on this side. So that's insane in itself. He come run over there. Hey, hit the joint. Boosh. Hey, everybody get him. He started busting. He done hit the joint, so he called the people. But now I will say this about the members that I was up there with in the mountains, them gang members. I don't know whether they got immune to them little bullets that they be shooting or whatever, but them jokers, I don't know, because they got orders. Them jokers will keep fighting when they covering up, and they you know what I'm saying? I done seen it a couple of times where they'll still keep running and fighting. You see them jokers get the busting off, kapoof, I'm getting down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose my eye. I don't want none of that stuff to ricochet, to hit me in the face. So I'm down there like this, bro. I'm looking up through the joint. I can see what they got going on. Man, it's about two or three different sets, like 6 guys still rumbling, getting all up against the wall. But they so close back against the wall where the phone's at that they up under the gun, so they can't really shoot. But the people get ready to come in. They gonna come in here. And when they come in, I'm telling you, they don't bust them doors up while it's riz like they do on other people's joint when they call the people. It's like first on the scene. They let, if 2 or 3 get there, they let the 2 or 3 run in, and they'll close the door. They'll wait some more come. Then next thing you know, you're gonna have 15, 20, 30 of them in there. Not on places like Wallace Ridge. When they bust that door, man, they already got the cavalry coming in, man. Them Jones coming in there 15, 20 deep, dogs in hand, 2 or 3 dog people. The sergeant with the big bear mace jump, the jump that they wear on their legs, strapped to their leg. You gonna have 2 or 3 of them dudes. They coming in spraying. Get down. And the dude still up there in the tower, he looking at who ain't down, who ain't sprayed out, who can he shoot? Where they at? Well, I need to shoot one. They want you to be moving. They want you to be standing up. They busting you. They not telling you no more. They shooting you. You know what I'm saying? So they come in, they see the dudes on the wall. Let the dog go. Dog over there chewing them. They hollering and screaming. I'm like, man, this joint is insane. Christmas Eve, so we know what's going on. We know. We already up here. We already ain't gonna be able to really most 95.5% of the people ain't gonna get no visit. You know what I'm saying? We too far out there. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on up there. 95% of us ain't getting no visit. So now we know we locked down. We know we ain't gonna be able to come out. We know, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all types of things. We gonna get some bag food. You know, I mean, it's just insane. So this is what's going on a Christmas Eve in the penitentiary. And I can assure you this is going on right now somewhere today, Christmas Eve, in a penitentiary. If not in Virginia, or also in Virginia and probably in other states as well. Because the tension is so high and dudes is so depressed and so disappointed within their situation, the emotions are just out of control. It don't take much. And then when you got somebody trying to tell you what you can do besides the police, and you think I'm gonna listen to you? You think I got time that man? So it was crazy, man. Dudes and got bit up, chewed up. Dudes is out here choking off of mace and pepper spray. Dudes want to get up. You heard dudes out there, they like, shut up, boy. Everybody, shut up, boy. You know what I'm saying? This is how they doing. They walking around. They gonna leave you down there for a long time, bro. They was on that ground out there in that part as well as me, but I'm by my door. Man, we out here for at least, I'm talking about no exaggeration, man. Lay it on your stomach, spread out, legs crossed for probably about, man, anywhere from an hour 30 to an hour 45 minutes. While they walking around you, chewing tobacco, laughing, you know what I'm saying, spitting in cups, you know, just talking about NASCAR or whatever other hillbilly stuff they be talking about. And it's just a crazy scene, and you thinking to yourself in your life, like, this is the value of my life, bro. And that's for real. This is the value of my life, bro. You talking about on a Christmas Eve, bro. I'm laid on the floor, trying not to choke off or pepper spray, trying not to get shot, trying not to lose my eye, and I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't did nothing. And all this popped off because somebody want to use the telephone. Somebody want to call their loved ones because they can't see their loved ones. They can't hear their loved ones. They trying to at least get some type of connection. And dudes is trying to regulate that while we already under regulations from the original oppressor. You know what I'm saying? This is what prison is like, man. It's a horrible, horrible situation, bro. And I just can remember laying on that ground, man, thinking to myself, man, after all these years I've been in prison, whichever it is y'all do the math, in 2010, 2011, I got locked up in 87. I'm like, this is what's still going on in here. This is what, you know what I'm saying? It will depress you even more. You know what I'm saying? So I can remember when we finally get up to get us in our cell and everything, man. We stay on lock all that day, man. The next day, Christmas Day, bro, we don't even come out at all. We up in there. We get fed in the cell. We don't even come out the cell. It ain't nothing. It's just like a regular day. You don't even know that it's Christmas. It don't even cross your mind. Like I said, you ain't coming out, so you ain't getting on the phone, so you don't know what's going on with your people. You don't know if they're having a good time or something crazy have happened. You ain't getting no visits because you're in the mountains. So only thing you doing is watching TV and seeing what's going on within there. What's going on TV? What type of parade they got? What type of game is going on? You know what I'm saying? That's that. You ain't got nothing. And you in here with a Bama that you probably don't want to be in there with. And I was definitely in there with one that I ain't want to be in there with. But this is when your mental is tested so much, man, because it don't take nothing but a piece of hair, man, just a piece of hair to fall on you and touch you just to make you snap out, bro. That's how much you fighting for your sanity up in that joint. Hair touch me, it just set me off because that's how you know what I'm saying. That's how high your emotions are. That's how deep that joint run, and you have to ride all of that in and just be like, man, just hold on. But this was it. We stayed on lock. We went on lock Christmas Eve, stayed on lock Christmas, the day after Christmas, and the day after that. I think we came out like 4 or 5 days later. We come out the cell, and the only reason they let us come out then because they didn't want to go, you know, doing it 2 or 3 cells per shower at a time. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to come around and do that, so they just went ahead and let us up off of that joint. And at the end of the day, they locked up probably about 14, 15 dudes. You know what I'm saying? So we on lock, and the only time you heard the doors open was when they was bringing dudes in to put in the cells that they had already cleared out. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's a prison Christmas Eve. You dig? This is what happens in prison. So whatever you got going on today, if it ain't as worse as that, if you got some issues, if you ain't really, got no Christmas tree, you ain't got nowhere that you going, be glad you not in this type of situation where you could have been shot, where you could have been maced, where you could have been killed, where you could have been having to fight just to be able to talk to somebody, when you might have got, unalive just because you wanted to reach out to your kids on Christmas. This is what's going on in the penitentiary. This is a penitentiary life. And it ain't exclusive to me, and it ain't exclusive to where I've been. It's everywhere, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the type of, oppression that we under when we up in prison, man. So, just be grateful, man. Be humble and understand that you in a better situation than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of people, man. So shout out to all the incarcerated souls, man. Blessings upon blessings to them, their family, man. If you got somebody locked up, man, reach out to them, show them some love. If you ain't heard from them, call up to the penitentiary and tell them that your son, your nephew, your daughter, your niece, whoever it is that you know that's incarcerated, your uncle, your pops, you tell them there's a family emergency and they need to call home so they can go to them and try to get them to call you if you haven't heard from them. Check on your peoples, man. There's a lot of wickedness going on in there every day, man. And people need a little love, a little encouragement, a little support, man. So anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments, and y'all have a great Christmas Eve and a great Christmas and a happy new year, man. Big love from TBP Nation. I appreciate all of y'all, all the love to all of my subscribers, all the love to all my members, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's go get them in 2026, man. We out here, man. We pushing P. Merry Christmas.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.